After reflecting on that performance last night at Anfield, there's a lot of frustration being directed towards Moyes. Now, yes, I do believe Moyes could have changed a few things last night, but I think it's down to players on the pitch and missed chances. The title of this video is weak mentality and missed chances, and I think that's where we sort of went wrong last night at Anfield. Before I get into it, drop a like on the video, subscribe to West Ham Unofficial if you're new. I'm trying to sponsor SRM Carver and Son by clicking the link in the description down below. And also a special mention to all of those people that travelled up and travelled back to Anfield last night. I've seen some people got home at like 3:30, 4:30 in the morning. Fair play to you. That is a great shift. True support from West Ham to take 3,000 up there on Wednesday night. So yeah, fair play to every single one of you that went up there. But in terms of the game, obviously we did our raw reaction instant match review last night, and yeah, obviously the word that was used a lot was frustration, and I'm going to use that word again. But after kind of reflecting on it a little bit overnight and this morning, I think it's more to do with what happened on the pitch to what Moyes did. Because I mean, if you thought Moyes was going to go out there and play an attacking side, attack from minute one, then quite frankly, I think that's delusional. Because Moyes was never going to do that. He doesn't do that at home to flipping Wolves or whoever. No wonder Liverpool away. He was always going to set up more negatively than attackingly. We all knew that. We all knew he was going to do that. And yes, people are frustrated with it, but I'm afraid that's the reality of it. And to be fair, if Bowen would have scored that penalty, that would have been classed from David Moyes as a perfect first half performance. Be more on the negative side, maintain the pressure, only concede one goal, nick a goal before half time, go in 1-1, go out in the second half on the front foot, attack them more, and try and go and win the game. Because that would have been perfect then. And then as well, Bowen missed the penalty just seconds before the half-time whistle blew. Kehrer had a great chance from a corner. If he would have put that in, again, that would have been a perfect first half performance. We know what Moyes is going to do in these first halves against these big sides away from home. Yes, we know it's frustrating. Yes, we perhaps might do it differently if we're in charge, but we know that's what he's going to do, and it very nearly worked. Very, very nearly worked, I'm afraid. But Hammerhead, morning. Hope you are well, mate. Yeah, frustrating, really, wasn't it? Really, really frustrating. Not clinical enough. Could have been 4-1 if it were exactly. That is the bottom line of it. We weren't clinical enough, and we just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. And we did maintain the pressure really, really well, I thought. First half, we only conceded one. Yes, it was pretty ugly to watch, but we only conceded one. Johnson's positional play could have been a little bit better because if Bowen was playing more attackingly and more close to Skamaka, then Johnson was getting pulled in way too narrow, which left, I think it was Simakath out on that side, so much space to just get the ball from a crossfield pass and just whip the ball in. It was, so easy for him to do that. So that's definitely something Moyes has got to work on. I was surprised Johnson started over Soufal, to be honest. I thought Johnson, I didn't think he was fantastic, to be honest with you. But, everyone gets their chances, and I think he's had plenty of good games in a West Ham shirt. But yeah, the missed chances going into the second half. Obviously, the penalty is the penalty. It's a really poor penalty. We all know it. Our hunt for a penalty taker continues. Rice has missed this season. Now Bowen has missed this season. Perhaps Skamaka is next up in our penalty hunt. But to get a VAR penalty decision away from home at Anfield, I was astounded by it. I could not believe that we got a penalty away from home at Anfield. It was, what's the word? Lucky at the end. And yeah, I agree, Hamhead. Skamaka had to be the penalty taker. Got to start with a 4-4-2 against Bournemouth. We looked good towards the end. I agree. And the reason that I liked that lineup and I was positive about it on the build-up show last night was because I said to Mike on the show, and I said to Phil, That's adaptable. Yes, we could have a 3 or 5 at the back, which I didn't think we saw a lot last night. I think it was more a 4-4-2, or a 3 in midfield, or more of a 4-3-3. But Fornals was playing the more defensive role in there. It was adaptable to play 4 at the back, and to see in the end Scamacca and Antonio up front, which is what we saw, and we became instantly better. 4-4-2 allowed us to play more openly and expansively. I 100% agree. And leaving leaving Scamacca on the pitch when Antonio came on was brilliant, because it was a just fresh air completely. Seeing those two on the pitch at the same time, they caused defenders problems. Yes, I didn't think Scamacca was great last night, but you've got to take into consideration that Gomez and Van Dijk kept Haaland quiet for 90 minutes on Sunday. So you've got to keep that into consideration, where he didn't particularly have a lot of service again last night. He was a little bit sloppy with what he had, but he literally only had less scraps than he had on Sunday against Southampton, which is frustrating for him. But hopefully, if we can get Paqueta back in that side, or Benrahma playing down the middle, we can get him some more service, and then get some good balls whipped into the box, and get him scoring goals. But yeah, overall, what I want to just say in this video is from me, I think it's more the missed chances than the kind of Moyes lineup, because yeah, I would have perhaps gone a little bit more attacking. I would have started Benrahma over Fornals from the start. That's obvious, but I thought he made the Benrahma substitution relatively early for David Moyes. He made it on the 60th minute. I think he made it in the end. We would have all liked to see it at half time, but Benrahma to start, that's the only thing I would have changed last night, because I think Moyes had it set up to just maintain that pressure in the first half, get away with just one goal conceded, and then kind of make a couple of subs, then go for it in the second half, which is pretty much nearly what we did. Monday is a must win. I 100% agree. 100% agree on that. We've got to win that on Monday at home to Bournemouth. Kids for a quid. We need to win that game. But yeah, frustration, as we've just pretty much gone up to Anfield 2 years in a row, and we've made exactly the same mistakes. We've gone up there, we've played well with a slightly weak side with that Paqueta in there, playing slightly negatively, and we've just should be coming out of there. It's a robbery. We should be. See, the thing is, it's a robbery, but we've only got ourselves to blame. We should have been coming out of there with something last night, if not 1 point, 3 points, because we had so many chances, and to be fair, Souček had that chance. Good old kids for a quid, you'll be loving that job. I thought I'd just drop that in there, half term, everybody can get out there now. Kids for a quid, happy days. West Ham can't sell tickets, so let's chuck kids for a quid in. Hello Dad, hope you are well. But I completely forgot what I was going to say, but it's just frustrating that we've only got ourselves to blame. That Souček chance, that's a brilliant tackle from Milner. He's getting on a bit and he gets a lot of criticism, but that was a world-class tackle from James Milner, just to get there and to not foul Souček and get the ball away before Souček could direct it more goalwards. That was brilliant. That's just unlucky. We had loads more chances. Scamacca had that chance. He went through on the right-hand side and just bluffed it over the bar. Of course, we had the penalty. We had the Kehrer header, but a couple of other headers from corners as well. The one Scamacca didn't quite get under, that he just hit over and it went quite high. We've got that one as well. That was a chance. So many chances in there, and it's just exactly the same as last year at Anfield. We go up there, we play well, we miss our chances, we get nothing, we lose 1-0. But we've got to learn, and we go up to Old Trafford at the end of the month. We've got to now learn to take our chances, whatever we do. These players are professional footballers, and it says here we only had one shot on target, but I don't really think that completely tells the story, if I'm honest, because I thought we controlled the second half. I thought we went to Anfield and we controlled Liverpool in a second half after they played really, really well on Sunday against City. Now, that's something to be proud of, but I hope David Moyes is just going to drill into them in the next few days. Get shooting practice, and let's get these situations, throw-ins especially as well, and corners. Let's get good at attacking situations, because we just look like a bunch of rookies doing it. Hammerhead says, what do you think of Downs in there? He made me feel a bit like Noble, and I feel he's a Rice Noble hybrid, and his playing style very promising. I thought he was excellent. Again, I thought Souček had a better game, but I think Downs completely showed him up for what he can do and what Souček doesn't do. Yes, Souček in the last couple of games has got back to breaking up the play, getting in tackles, which is good. But Downs did that last night, as well as being good on the ball, spraying the ball about, making attacking passes, making runs down that right and left wing, playing in a really attacking role. He was that sort of Marouane Fellaini of David Moyes' side last night. He played in that number 10 role because, yeah, he did a bit of defending here and there, but a lot of the time he was very attacking and out on the right, out on the left, trying to start attacks. And could that be a position for him? I don't know. He's very much predominantly played in a defensive position so far for West Ham, but it was really interesting to see him in that attacking position last night. I thought he was really, really good. And again, he had a couple of opportunities if balls would have fell right to have a shot on goal as well, which would have been brilliant for him as well. But yeah, I don't think he really put too many feet wrong last night, Flynn Downs. I thought he was excellent. But yeah, in terms of Bowen, the penalty, it's surely how to take a penalty. The scuffing of the penalty spot, I don't think it makes too much difference. I think it just shows how much of an idiot Van Dijk is. Quite frankly, it's obvious where Bowen was going to go. He didn't hit it hard enough. He hit it at the right height for the keeper. He was always going to save it. Yeah, just frustrating. Should have done better. If he's going to, guide it into that size of the goal, he had to put it high and try and make it hard for the keeper to, get up and get. But it is what it is. I just had a feeling as soon as they were just delaying it, the ref went up to have a look at the penalty spot again. I just had a bad feeling. I wanted Bowen to take it, but I still had a bad feeling. Hammerhead says, I'd like to see that midfield three, but with Paqueta central. Yeah, fair enough. Monday is a huge game now. It absolutely is. Hammerhead says Downs, Rice and Paqueta. Now, that is a front three. A midfield three. So I would like to see that midfield three for a consistent amount of games. That would be excellent, I think. I think not many teams get past us in that midfield three. But yeah, overall, is it more the weak mentality? Perhaps it is. David Moyes' stinking record against the big six away from home continues. But I don't think he could have done much more because we knew what Moyes was going to do. He was going to put in a David Moyes team and play David Moyes tactics. If you think he was going to do anything different, then I think that's more your problem than anybody else's, because we knew exactly what he was going to do in the terms of he was going to defend in the first half, try and maintain pressure, and try and go for it in the second half, which is, as far as I'm aware, exactly what we did last night. And if only we would have had some better finishing, we would have been talking about either a win or a loss, and nobody would have been mentioning David Moyes' poor starting lineup, David Moyes' poor tactics, substitution, and whatever else. So I think it's more about the players on the pitch than David Moyes last night, because he gave the opportunity for Scamacca and Antonio last night. He gave plenty of opportunities, and there were plenty of opportunities for players to score last night. We just didn't take them, and that's the bottom line. Happy Hammerat, I hope you are well. But yeah, just my final thoughts. We move on to a must-win game now at home to Bournemouth. That's non-negotiable. We need 3 points in that game. Just the frustration rings through. Missed chances. If you don't take your chances, you don't win games. Chances are points. Points are going at the table, and points are, where you're going to finish in the league in the end. Rich Dodds, I know you were up there last night, mate. Honestly, fair play to you for going out there and back. I still commenting on air. Morning, team of Moyes did us proud in Moyes we trust. I 100% agree. I thought they went up, and in the second half we dominated Liverpool, and we went up there and we did it, and if we would have taken our chances, we would have been coming back down south with at least a point, or maybe 3 if we would have taken our chances. But yeah, Rich, hope you're well, mate. Hope you had a good night out in Liverpool last night. But yeah, that's it from me. Thank you very much for watching. Drop a like on the video and subscribe to West Ham Unofficial if you are new. We bounce back against Bournemouth next Monday at home. But yeah, just frustration. We've got to take our chances, and Moyes on the training ground, play and do some attacking situations on the training ground, because God, do we need some attacking training. But yeah, thank you very much, and I'll catch you soon right here on West Ham Unofficial. Cheers, guys, and bye-bye.